Wola Nani was established in 1994 initially to support women and children who are affected by HIV. In those days, many women were dying because of the virus, but as things progressed, many more people were living healthy, positive lives. Here we are at our centre in Nhlanhla, and a group of the older children have prepared a drama on HIV, which they'll perform then to the younger children to teach them about the dangers that they face. It's very important and very valuable to the children. It's an opportunity for the children to play and just enjoy being children, and they also get to learn important life skills that will help them as they approach adulthood. Wola Nani works with all children because they are vulnerable to the life that surrounds them in these communities.
This is nice. It's perfect.
Ruth heard about Wola Nani during a World AIDS Day event. She was inspired and joined a support group for people living with HIV. Wola Nani transformed Ruth's life. Her confidence grew and she became part of their income-generating scheme.
I'm now 6 years living with this virus. I was so surprised. He said, no, it's long, 6 years now. I didn't even realize that just because I'm living a normal life, like all those who are negative. And I don't even think about it that I'm positive. I just like the way I am, just because I have children who support me. I have my family, my brother and his wife, they do support me, they do like me, and I have Wola Nani. Wola Nani is like a home to me.
Every Thursday, Ruth and her friends go to Wola Nani's offices to sell their products, if they pass quality control. Today, a large order is being sent to the United States. Ruth is proud of what she has achieved through Wola Nani and has now become a spokesperson on their behalf.
Thank you very much to everybody who buys these balls. That's where we get our food, our clothes, everything. That's where we get our living from.
HIV brings many challenges to South Africa. At least 1 in every 5 adults in South Africa lives with HIV, and the work of partners has had to adapt to meet new challenges. In the Stellenbosch region, CRLS has campaigned for years for the rights of workers on the large fruit and flower farms. Now they also educate workers about HIV and AIDS. "90% of South Africa's apples are grown around the town of Ndlovu. Almost 800 people live permanently on this farm. During busier periods, such as harvest time, up to 4,000 extra workers come to join them. Workshops run by CRLS have raised the awareness of HIV and reduced stigma and discrimination in the workplace.
I enjoy the course, HIV course, because I learned a lot. To teach my children about HIV, it's for me very good.
On the hills above Pietermaritzburg, the effects of HIV are agonizingly obvious.
As we look around us, we are standing right in the middle of the graves, of the funerals that took place in 2009 alone. And when you look around and you try to make an estimate, we are talking over 2,000 graves around us, just in 1 year. As a nation, we are really running out of space to bury our loved ones.
As a result of HIV, more than 2.5 million children are orphans in South Africa. Nkwazi is 12 years old. Her mother died a few years ago, and now she lives in a one-roomed house with her grandmother, Gogo Mandlala. Gogo is the South African word for grandmother. Their home is cramped, but Gogo and Nkwazi get up at 5 every morning to make breakfast and to prepare for school. Nkwazi's favourite subjects are English and mathematics, and one day she hopes to be a doctor. Gogo is in her 80s and enjoys caring for Nkwazi, but things were very difficult for her before Thandanani started to help. I broke my heart when I lost my daughter, says Gogo. She came home here to die. I wanted to care for Nkwazi, but in my old age I had no work and no money. I had to beg for food from my neighbours. 6 months ago, Thandanani helped Gogo and her granddaughter to start a vegetable garden and supplied them with a water tap. Now they are able to grow vegetables to eat and to sell. She spends her spare time building an extension as a bedroom for her grandchild. Thandanani also gives them emotional support. Each time Gogo thinks of Thandanani, she feels like a little child who has just received a gift. The two are great friends, bound together in love and hope. During the appeal, a Ysgolwyr Swansea raised money in order to establish a brand new kitchen in Nhlanhla Primary School, where there are 1,200 pupils. Before having the kitchen, the cooks had to prepare food in their homes or in a mud hut nearby and carry it to the school. There are 100 child-headed households in the village where school children have to raise their younger siblings and run their own homes. Every dinner time, 2 pupils come from each class to fetch a bucket of rice and a bucket of curry. Then the teachers serve the food in the classroom, 1 spoonful each, but 2 spoonfuls if friends are sharing a plate. For many, this is their only meal of the day.
Thandanani always comes to our rescue. In fact, when we had merged, we needed uniforms for some of the very poor learners, and Thandanani was there to assist us with buying uniforms for some of our learners who couldn't afford them. And well, the kitchen, Thandanani, is really, it's through their efforts and hard work that sponsorship was secured for the kitchen. So it's great to have somebody working so closely with the school. Your generosity goes a long way, and words cannot express how grateful we are.
By supporting Christian Aid, we have been given the opportunity to enrich the lives of children, to empower communities, and lay stronger foundations for the future.
What I would like to say to the Welsh people is diolch and diolch afar.
Diolch.
You have that in your heart that one day you want to be able to say, I did give and I did make a difference. And in fact, I can testify to that. You are making a lot of difference to the people that you are supporting.
Nhlanhla,